the old playbook would assume that if somebody was physically with you, that you had their attention. I can tell you from growing up in like thinking about my early days in school, just because I was in the room doesn't mean I was paying attention.
Right.
So that I don't think we ever could really trust in that necessarily. But I think now, think about the information age, think about all the things that we have at the touch, like with a touch from our phone in our pocket, to things that we can access now at a moment's notice that before would have taken days, months, or years to access. I mean, the amount of information that we all have access to is insane.
Right.
So, it's not only is changing, rewiring our brains in some level. What I burden for is it's really changing how each and every single one of us are view, like the filter that we're using for the information that we get. So there's not much trust in the information we get. So we kind of create, like, we've had to build some coping mechanisms, honestly.
Right.
Because, you have, I think it's around 10,000 branded messages a day that we all see. That's not church messages. That's
Right.
just messages. And so what do we do? Well, like, what do we all do? Well, it probably looks like what I do last night when I'm watching This Is Us. Well, I've recorded it on my own convenience because I can't have the attention of the show when it's broadcasting live. So I'm going to get it on my own convenience. I'm going to do it because I'm going to fast forward through all the advertisement. I didn't watch one advertisement the whole time because it's like, I don't need that. I don't want that. I don't need to be marketed to right now. I want to be engaged with the show. For my computer, I put ad blocks on. I put all these things because it's like, it's too much. And so it's too much in culture. But when you look at it in the lens of the church, I think we have to advocate not for the person that has been there since day one and has always been there. We have to advocate for the person that we have not yet reached. And so when that person that has come into your church for the first time after checking you out online or whatever their path is, or the neighbor that you're bringing for the first time that has gone through a lot or whatever, we have to know that the reality for them is they're going to be guarded. They're going to be assuming that whatever communication is happening to them is with an agenda of not what we want for them, but what we want from them.
Right.
And so with that in mind, I think because everybody's guarded and filtered out and not paying attention, we have to know that our goal with attention is we have to capture and keep it. We have to earn it. And we have seconds. We don't have minutes. We have seconds to capture and keep somebody's attention. Just like the in-flight announcements. I mean, if they didn't mention that little line there to help grab your attention on saying, hey, we have somebody's phone, where everybody's freaking out, like, oh, like, made me laugh. Or I've been there where they free their flight attendants up to say, hey, if you want to wrap the in-flight announcements, if you want to do whatever, like, you be creative, you be you. And make it unique, be authentic to you, and the message. The message isn't changing, but how you deliver that can change so that you can earn somebody's attention. That's what we do in the church. That's what you got to do. That don't assume that you have somebody's attention just because you have their eyeballs, because that's not true anymore. But what we do have is when we can be authentic to our message, when we can earn their attention. We have greater ways to engage with them than ever before. But we just have to know that you have to earn it. You don't already have it. And so that changes a lot about how the average church communicates, for sure, of the messages we deliver.